Hello and welcome. It is the last stream for the Drill Dojo Invitational. So, if you're waiting for this one to get registered, here we go. We are going to jump straight in, all the way from the bottom. Anthony Fassholt, Red Sling. Good luck. Alright, that looked like a high catch. Good recovery, but definitely high catch. You probably could have brought it into a vert stop. It's controlled relatively well. I'm going to give it a moderate penalty. Good. 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 Alright, definitely decent. I think a lot of like inefficient footwork, but not a penalty worth. That's good. I can keep that a little bit lower, but no penalty. And could be smoothed out, but again, no penalty. Just a little awkward pacing there. Definitely would like to see it a little flat lines, like smoother. Good. Okay, I see your hand pin popped out just a little bit at the end. This one's so easy to overthrow. That's gonna be a major. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anthony Fassholt, congratulations. That's gonna qualify. All right, what's up, guys? How's it going, Gold? Yeah, usually I would be starting later, but my dad needs some help with a like couch that's being delivered at his place today, so I gotta get this off the road. I think streams will be a little bit sooner. Next stream is gonna be August, and I'll be teaching then, so it's gonna be I'll be waking up at like 5 a.m. for teaching. The next stream will be August 12th. And it'll be streams around this time of day. Kind of moving forward, I think. Will I be at the event grounds on Friday, so you can check out the area? No, I don't. Yeah, so there's like a reservation system for the getting into the school, because it's a school, they don't just let people in. Unless like it's reserved at that time. But what I do have is, and this will be posted, check the channel. Let me make sure I get this in my notes here. Check the channel later today. I have a video that I took of getting into the school all the way into the room. So you'll be able to see the room from the video. Post video of drive. Okay, so that'll be up after the live stream. Happy birthday! But it's an awesome room. High ceilings. You don't have to worry about anything. That room is sick. I'll be there around 7:45, I would say. Day of competition, so roundabouts then. All right, Patrick, good luck. Good, no penalty. Nice. Nice. Good. I think. Let me check the eyes. Okay, good. I'm going to take the major for hand pin for sure. Hands closed. And then a minor for the footwork stumble. Good. Good. Not bad. I think I saw your hand slip back. Shirt definitely did. Okay, I think it's just your shirt then. All right, good. Okay, secondary before the trick, just adjusting the fingers. Rifle spins halfway around the wrong axis. And then heels off the ground. Good. All right, now is this beautiful? Congratulations. You've got your red sling certification. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. And it's over 90, so fantastic. That was not a 10-year break. First qual. Yes. I think yes. Well done. The Blue Princess, welcome in. Any recommendations on how to get more comfortable and confident with spinning and catching the drill rifle? You're an orange sling practicing for red. Can you be more specific about what you're struggling with? Is it weighted the rifle that's throwing you around? Is it, you know, if you're just kind of scared of the rifle, that's fine. Just move slower. You know, just practice the tricks that you know really well until they feel really good. But if you get more specific, I'll be able to give you more specific advice. Hey, what's up, Siptar? For quad. Okay, so quad is, I think, the maximum someone can get with technique alone. Okay, what I mean by that is I don't think quads are generally limited by strength. So, but it's like maximum, right? So it's like you have to have excellent technique. I would throw really, really, really fast doubles, like right in front of your face doubles, and then try and hit that speed on triples. And what you're going to find is that your arm doesn't extend all the way. Then the last step is to hit that same speed right in front of your face on the doubles, but with the full extension of the arm in the quad. A lot of times what is uncomfortable is that you get that full extension, but you don't keep the speed. Okay, so if you can get a really fast double that doesn't rise above like the front of your face, you got to learn how to maintain that speed all the way up. Confidence with OTHs, getting used to the weight. The weight will just come with time. You just gotta keep drilling with it, and your body's gonna figure it out over time, right? There's tons of tricks that are built around your brain dropping it for a day or two straight, and then like one day it just clicks, right? With over the heads though, it is just something that you're gonna have to get used to. There's no good way to do that. When you're learning over the head aerials, which you're just learning your single spin, right? So your single spin is kind of safe to like start at the angle and work your way up, and then don't fall for the trap that you're thinking it's straight over the head. It's actually a little bit in front of you. But with once you get doubles and triple aerials that are over the head, you want to do it. You want to practice like all the different ways it can land. So you want to practice throwing a 1.5 and a 2.5 and a 2 and a 2 1/4 and a 2 3/4. You want to learn that they're much safer than you think they are, that your hands and your body are going to know what to do with it. Hey, what's up, Bryson? Yeah, this is the Isle of Burke Epic Universe soundtrack. That is what we're rolling with today. I'm in a theme park mood. Yeah, helmet. Don't use the helmets. Anything that has like, so it's weird, right? I'm going to say the advice is don't wear a brim, because that's going to make it really hard to see. However, drillers like Andres will give you the advice to wear a brim, because if the rifle falls, it falls onto the brim, and that's going to be a safer position for you to get hit, because it'll give you time to kind of maneuver around. But it is going to restrict your visibility, so I have a helmet available, you know. Learning how to bail is super important. All right, Chia. Chia, good luck. Beautiful rifle. Okay, catch angle. Good catch. Nice. Good. Nice, very clean. Good. Good. Okay. Hand pin open and not quite by your side there. Good. All right. Excellent. Easy qual. Well done. Good start. Good idea to wear a mouth guard when learning anything seaplane. Yeah, I always considered it, but I never used a mouth guard. You sent a post about the... I got it. Yeah. I got to forward it to Glendale, and then... So the thing is that I'll be a teacher next year. I just accepted the paperwork. Very excited to be returning to Lake Mary High School as a teacher. So my availability to travel is going to be really limited. But I've got it on the record. I've got it in my email. It just needs to go through some channels, and we'll figure out what to do with it. Hopefully we can make it out. Tyson, good luck. Good. 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 Nice. Just hand pin. Good. I think hand pin just stayed open a little too long. And no penalty, but you over-guided it a little bit. You definitely don't need to push it over your shoulder that much. All right, trying to grab it with the second hand. Okay. Think. Nah, it's gotta be. Doesn't really matter. 246. Congratulations, Tyson. That's gonna be a qual. All right, Angel, good luck. Okay, a little over on the vert stop there. Good. Hand pin. Hand pin again. And then it's not fully closed. Okay, stutter step. Stutter step, hand pin, hand pin. So 1 for being open, 2 for distance from body. Within margin. Nice. Hand pin open. All right, raptor clawing. It's going to be keeping your hand up at your chest. That should find its place right down there. Good. Okay, just hand pin. It was closed, but it was a little bit outside the body. All right, let's add this up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. Cool, so this is going to be 85 out of 100. That means you're going to pass with tenure. So Angel, tenure means is that you got to submit your red sling again to get a score of 90 to move on. However, this is a full... Oh, you already got tenure. Cool, so you already know. I'm going to update that to 85. All right, just keep working those hand pins. All right, we got AJ up next. FLDC is normally around that time, yeah. Hey, if anyone watching this is Green Sling certified, all right, and you can make it to Florida this Saturday. Green Sling certified, make it to Florida this Saturday. I have one Green Sling competitor. All right, so if you want to compete against one other person, register, register, register. All right, AJ. Just catch angle. Good. That one-handed catch is really hard. I think rifle goes a little bit wonky here. Yep. What else? Handpin? All good. Good. All right, you're gonna get that raptor claw. Then hand open up there as well. And then loss of balance requiring a step. Yep. Okay, good. Alright, handpin looks a little iffy, but it'll be okay. Nice. All right, all good. All right, catch angle. Lost balance requiring a full step. Okay, secondary adjustments before the trick. Lost balance requiring a lean. This hand pin doesn't need to be involved. So it does slip forward a little bit when you get it to moderate. Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, AJ, congratulations. I think this is... Alright, so this is going to qualify, but it is going to have tenure. So I see you've submitted a Maroon Sling qualification. I'm gonna need this red sling to be cleaner before the maroon sling gets onto the stream. Okay, so we're gonna file away the maroon sling certification. It's not going to be reviewed today. Instead, work on especially these majors and then something else. You know, you want to get this score to a 90, then I'll be reviewing your maroon sling. Okay, but this is a full red sling certification. It just comes with tenure, meaning you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. So that's passed with tenure, and then we're gonna file this elsewhere. Scout 100% awesome. Go to the Drill Dojo Invitational. You got Leadership Academy on Sunday. Well, good news. This is on Saturday. Fly in, fly out. Alex, I just logged on. It said early mid-red sling. We're going to have 3 more reds, 6 maroon, 1 green, and then a couple of submissions from Singapore. So it'll be another like 3 from Singapore. They sent it all in like 1 email. And also what Bryson said. It was crazy. They're all registering for competition too. I think okay, so registration for this event is pretty low. Like this event will be losing money. So I'm gonna lay it out there, right? I'm gonna ask you guys questions, right? So part of the registration is $80. I know that was a lot. I was hoping that the shirt, the free sling would offset that, as well as air-conditioned room, as well as the awards, right? So the awards here are super tight. I worked very hard to make sure that they were good awards. Drill rifles, cash, the sling mounts, NGA stocks, black gold, NGA drill rifle with an engraved trigger plate, which I will be building later today. Check this out. This goes to the black and blue sling winner. Right? How awesome is that? But I may have misjudged, right? I think it's just bad luck too, because travel just got like suddenly expensive. Would you guys rather have just basically medals in the sling board with the special slings as awards, but like $25 registration fee? Or like 20, but like I have it outside in a park in like November? What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm gonna do another video or two, and then I'll check in the chat. Okay, I'll take it. It's not perfect, but it wasn't penalty-wise. Good? Good. I think that was pretty solid. Rifle flips around halfway. Good. Okay, hand pin and lean at the end. Good. Good. handpin was just loose at the side. That was a solid back ninja. Just higher than angle than I would like. Enver, congratulations. I think you got a maroon sling, so we'll be able to have that in the stream as well. Do I know of any competitions in Texas or Vermont for the summer? You want to compete before you head to Norwich? I don't. Usually, Master Sergeant Ibarra will do something, but I haven't seen anything from him lately. Outside of November, Park idea, because the awards unique comp styles what sets it apart from other tournaments. Also, being during school ensures people still have access to school rifles. Alex, appreciate you. I'll pick you up tomorrow. Make sure you're able to get there. Won't be as close to RCDC. Yeah, so one thing I've noticed, especially along like Black Sling drillers, one, financially they haven't recovered from Daytona, and two, emotionally they haven't recovered from Daytona. Daytona is such a grind. You know, when I reached out to people, they've kind of been like, I'm not ready to do a serious competition again. And November sets it on the exact opposite side of the calendar. So that might be something important. So yeah, the venue I've got it's a little bit of a better deal than anticipated, because I was able to shorten the hours a little bit. So I might be able to get it indoors in November. Yeah, let me know if you're sitting this one out. Let me know the reason. Definitely want to make sure I maximize the number of people. If it was cost, if it was, you know, rewards weren't what you were looking for, if it's travel to Florida. Literally, the second this was announced, like, Spirit went under, and then prices went up for travel, like even just driving. Good double. So I imagine like travel has been very difficult to kind of muster. So you're going to throw this again, but only the first one's going to count for qualification. So that's going to be major. And then handpin open and handpin a little in front here. It's even on the next one, right? Cool effect. It's always wobble. No penalty. Good. All right, you weren't raptor clawing, but your hand was quite high, so you're still gonna get that major. And then, what happens pace-wise here? Just has an awkward little pace jolt. Okay, hand pin open and not pinned all the way by your side. I think hand pin just a little bit open here. Yep, tighten that up on this side a little bit. All right, so you're gonna get a major for, so this is a contact move, so you want that to flow naturally and organically, not like just hit, you're hitting these as two separate things rather than one full thing, right? That's also preventing you from getting a good hit on that, right? So, yeah, it's gonna have to be a major for the double kind of grabbing as well. Okay. And then your hand pin open, not pinned to your side. Yep, you'll do it again, but only the first one. Going to be graded here. Okay, missed it that first time. You had to reach around with the other hand. Okay, this isn't going to pass, so the rest of it's just going to be feedback, which is good. Good Ike. All right, so it's not going to pass today. But you got what you need in order to make sure it passes, right? I think the big thing here is that you've got the tricks. You just need to be able to hit them like 10 out of 10. And only that first one's going to count for scoring. All right. All right, let's finish up red sling here. And then I'll check chat. Nice, so the art parts. Good. Nice catch. Good. 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 Smooth. I just hand pin, I think. Okay, little open, little away from the body. Good. Alright, yeah, super solid. Well done. You've got a maroon sling as well, so we'll be able to get that in the system. And certified. Passed. Didn't want to travel far immediately after Daytona. Yeah, a couple people on vacation that were really excited about it. Travel cost and distance. Yeah, I've definitely gone to Texas for competitions, and it's not the most fun. I've got a good room. You're going to see the room. It's not beautiful flooring. Like, it's an indoor gym, but it's like the rubbery indoor gym, and it's like scratched up like crazy. Like, it's the perfect room. So you're going to see, and maybe like people need to see this first one just to like kind of get an idea of what it is, because I want to do something different with it, but I want it to be a little bit more prestigious than like a local or like a state level competition. But I may have to definitely try and make it November. I just feel like travel gets really expensive around November. Okay, so if it was a 3 days weekend, right? Would you guys prefer something like Veterans Day or like President's Day? Or like Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That's the January federal holiday, 3-day weekend. Yeah, I don't know. And I think Gaither's got their academic on lockdown. I think they're trying to up their exhibition game. A book semester with Norwich. Yeah. I feel like Christmas, everyone has a Christmas vacation spot they go to. President, because service members do a lot of celebration for Veterans Day. Yeah, that's a consideration. probably 1,000 color guards going on. So that 3-day weekend in January, I bet travel's not too bad. That would mean the next comp would be, the next invitational would be January of 2028. But, 17th. I'll throw it in my calendar prospectively. Invitational. Yeah, I kind of like the January date because if cadets get rifles for Christmas, they actually have time to work on it. Where if I do it November, they don't. And that would be Martin Luther King Jr. Day, not President's Day. But once you hit February, it's a competition every week. You know what I mean? Like a ridiculous number of competitions from like February through May. I feel like even January 17th or the 15th of 2028, like I'll have to check the calendar this year and see when we have competitions and if it's actually busy. January. Yeah. All right. Let's jump to Maroon Sling with Christopher Chandler. Good? Good? I think this is a 10-year break, but I'll have to check at the end. Okay, just awkward footwork. Made it work. Good. I can give you a little tip to smooth that out, but no penalties. Good. Very nice. Nice. Okay, one hand on rifle, one hand on sling. Let me check what that is. That is moderate. And then a little bit of like footwork shuffling. Good. Oh yeah, super clean. This is indeed a 10-year break, so congratulations, you've broken tenure. I will see you on the green sling curriculum. Well done. Oh, tenure, perfect. There's a crap ton of team comps in January, February. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, Bryson, I'm looking for 3-day weekends because if it's going to be during the school year, I'm looking for the opportunity for travel to happen, right? So, there's October 9th. But that's really, really close to FLDC. Wyatt, I've got the building until 5. I don't think it'll take that long. We've only got like 11 competitors, so assuming everyone shows up, we'll probably be done by like 1 or 2. I hope to have everything tallied up really quickly and then awards and out. But I've got the place till 5. All right, David. Good luck. Good. Good. Very nice. Nice. Okay, just angle. Okay, I just came in tilted on this side. Good. I think it's good. That's okay. I was looking at the hand pin there. It looked a little bit loose, but ended up all right. All right. Perfect, David. All right, so this is going to qualify. But real quick, what I need you to do is confirm you have a metal butt plate underneath your underside training part. Okay, so it won't make weight okay, unless there's a metal butt plate there. So I'm going to do a weight check. Just show me that it's underneath and we're good. Weight qual. But I got it marked. So you're qualled with the weight check. Full pass. Meant to be a joke, putting it out there. Yeah, what if I just jump over and like do another comp in a month? So that's gonna have to wait until next stream. The music did get louder. That's just because it switched soundtracks. Thank you. That should be better. The Isle of Burke music is officially over. Let's just jump to Lo-Fi Girl. All right, this should be better. Yep. So okay. Once because I do previews off stream, so once I start the stream, there's no like adding to the queue. Our next stream is going to be August. Unless you come to the competition, I can do a live test out at the competition. Make sure you're in the right division. August 12th. Yeah, sorry, man. All right, Jacob, good luck. Good. Okay, that's angled quite a bit in front of your face there. I'm going to assume angle is intentional since you take it straight to right shoulder and that looked habitual. Good, just a little twist. Okay, catch angle. I'm actually gonna make that a moderate catch angle. Good. That's 2. Well done. It could be cleaner with hand pins and hand structure, but no penalty. But heads up for that. Hand pin found its way home. I'm going to have training material for this later, but it looks like you could have carried it into shoulder organically, and that's what I want to see out of it. But no penalty just for anyone watching. Just see if you can't, like, tuck it into shoulder or tuck it into a full half beat. Good, J-hook. Not how I do it, but I'll take it. Okay, I think handpin here. It kind of stays out there and then doesn't look like it structures itself. 2, 4, 6, 7 points. It's going to be full pass. Jacob, congratulations. Is this a 10-year break? It is a 10-year break. Well done. All right, Enver from Maroon Sling. We just saw you get your red sling. Good luck here. Okay, good. You avoid the double major and take a hand pin for sure. Steepest angle. I'm gonna do 3 points. Rare 3 points. It's like right on the edge of that 45 degree. I'm gonna split the difference. You're gonna take the point there instead. That's also right on the edge, but I backed away a point, moved forward a point. I feel like that balances out. Good. 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 Make sure your hand's closed back there. Same thing, hand being open. Okay. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Enver, congratulations. You have a maroon sling. Yeah, it was nice. You know what themes are absolutely bomb? Arc menu themes for different maps too. Those are killer. Forgot to mention another issue with me not going to the Invitational is I passed Maroon Sling, but I don't have all the Green Sling tricks at all. You have 5. Well, you would just register as Maroon Sling. So you would like tighten up your Maroon Sling curriculum and then you just wanted... So what you're saying is like you want to register at the higher level. You just feel like you wouldn't. 2 tricks away. Varial in the quad. Yeah, Varial is a very difficult curve to get over, and then once you get it, they're just so much fun. Yep, the full ninja, the double rising sun gets everybody. For your blue sing with the right rising sun triple exits, does it have to be 3 consecutive? It's got to be 3 consecutive. Yep, I'm looking for maximum control there. Well, glad you're here, Jacob. That was a good qual. Distance. Yeah, travel. The cost to travel basically went up by like 50% in the last 3 months. And then Spirit Airlines went out of business, so you can't even like rough it. What's up, Ethington? Welcome in. Shout out to my Louisiana guys. Mint Anico, hello, welcome. All right, Caleb, Maroon Sling, good luck. Good. Definitely flips around wrong axis here. I can see your hand pin slips forward just a little bit as well. So you want to make sure you have that pulled back. Catch angle. Good. I like that you went for the hand pin, and I'm not going to penalize this, but when you go for the hand pin, make sure you close the hand. It'll make the impact a lot better. Good. Just catch angle. Good. 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 Just make sure that hand, it doesn't have to be pinned on the under the legs, but it should be closed. So that's basically all you took penalties for, was the hand pin not being closed. Caleb, good job. You got your maroon sling. All right, we're gonna hold off on Singapore. All right, we're gonna do Evan next, and then we're gonna circle back and do all the Singaporean ones. You'll be at FLDC, couldn't go to the Invitational also. Okay, so that's interesting. Someone suggested working with FLDC to kind of keep it contained in the same event. I don't know. Hoping that Lone Star Championship doesn't interfere with your XC schedule because you really want to go. Get your license in a month. Nice. There are no online competitions that I know of going on. So if you want to start one, this is a good opportunity. Oh, California Independence is doing one right now. Okay, is that... Where would you go to register for that? I'll be doing, I think another online competition, but it'll be with Andres again. But it's going to be scripting to music. And it's going to be 80% of the score is how well does your drill go with the music. And only 20% is going to be your drill. So... that'll be a fun one. Andres and I are a little bit in the works on that. Discord and Instagram. Okay. Oh, SE's going to FLDC. Yeah, no one from SE signed up for Drill Dojo Invitational. Everyone's sitting it out. All right, Evan. Good luck. After this, it becomes a Singaporean stream. Just to lean back. Although I'm glad you were able to keep your balance on that. That's nuts. Good? Good. Clean so far. Okay. Take a measure for all the panic. Good catch though. Catch angle. What's got me major? Okay, double major for the restart of the trick. Great, full ninja once you got it though. I sent an email specifically outlining that one, so check the email on that. Okay, good recovery on the catch. Straightening out vertically really definitely hides it. So you're only going to take the minor here. Good work on covering up the overthrow. Good. Good. Just a little bit of like a timing thing. And keeping that hand pin closed. I'm being strict on the timing thing. Gotta keep the hand pin closed, but timing was fine. That had a little bit of a slowdown, but not penalty worthy. All right, added it up. 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, Evan, congratulations. This is going to qualify. You are going to have tenure. All right, so you'll have to do this again before submitting blue. But that's awesome. You got your green sling. All right. Passed with tenure. Okay. So we've got Jarek on red sling. We've got Caleb on maroon. Oh, we already did Caleb, didn't we? Caleb. Yep, Caleb, you're good. And then we got Nasser on green. Okay, so there's 2 more to go. I think that's right. All right, let me add these profiles in so I have something to edit here. Nasser. All right. Final look at chat, and then we'll jump into it. I don't think the chat will let you send links, but if you guys message each other, that's, you know, perfectly good by me. You could just do the sling portion at FLDC as a separate event. That would be cool. And it would be cool. I could talk to Chief about it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to like join in yet. I need to really think about it. We'll see how the competition goes. We'll debrief after the competition at like dinner or something. We'll figure that out. Yeah, no, I really like anytime I see drill with good music, it's just elevated. And I think that's something, it takes a lot more effort to script to music, but like would love to see it. Arborn is doing the invitational. So yes, there is SE representation. You're absolutely right. All right, Jarek, you're up. Good luck. Just a little bit of an awkward pace change. Good. Angle. Angle. Angle, but within margin. Hand pin. One for being open, one for distance from the body. Good rifle though. Good. Just gotta tighten up the hand pin a little bit. Good. Okay. Hand pin. Good foot stop. All right, this is gonna pass. But is it gonna have tenure 2, 4, 6, 8? No tenure. Jarek, congratulations. You have your red sling certification. All right, that brings us to Nasser. This is solid. I don't think this is gonna have trouble, unless I misremembered something. Hit the foot. Good body control. Solid hand pin. Nice. Beautiful house whip. I thought the Cohesion SE outfit stock. Very well thought out. Okay, loss of balance with the step. It's going to be a major. I'm going to have to... My dog needs attention. Give me a second. I'll have to worry about that later. Alright, let's finish up here. Okay, yeah, just a major on footwork here. Awkward footwork. Audrey? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry, my wife left to go see her mom today, and so my dog, whenever she sees like bags being packed, she starts getting anxiety. So anyways, what she doesn't know is that my wife will be back tomorrow. Alright, sorry Nasser. Minor. A little bit of a heavy step there. Yeah, just a heavy step. Kind of like a stutter. Good. Good. Okay, stutter step. Can pin's loose, I can see right through it. Good. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Nasser, congratulations. You have your green sling, but you are going to have tenure. So I will see you in August with the tenure break. By 1 point. There's going to be that hand pin right there. Just slipping out. All right, that cleans the inbox. All right. All right, Alex. I'll pick you up tomorrow and get you situated. What would I have done at WTC 26 if my Sling Cert Showcase actually made medals? I would have blown time and attempted to do the full thing with Black Sling. I would have cut all the preamble and I would have just gone through it to not break time as much as possible. But I was prepared to attempt a black sling, and I don't think I would have been able to succeed. I think I would have gassed because, well, it's a long weekend, number one, and I gassed during blue sling, number two. So, but you got to go for it, you know. And it would have been just black sling, not Dan level. And if I dropped like 2 or 3 times, it would have been done. Yeah. That video was long because I had to stop. I'm probably going to take my dog out so that she gets some energy out. She doesn't feel so anxious. All right. That is going to be it for stream. So always come out on Saturday, Lake Mary High School. If you're able to, hitch a ride, get with someone, show up at Lake Mary. I take registrations up till 9 a.m. So if you want to be involved, you literally have till then to decide. Oh yeah, why I was 26th place or something like that. I had really interesting scorecards. I'll try and find them later. Because I had my favorite scorecard of all time, which was like 27, 28, 30, a 1 on footwork, 22. Like it was really funny going through my score sheets. So it was what I expected, which is some part of it was what I expected, which was like a good scorecard would have me like bouncing all around because I didn't showcase a totality of skills. I made a show, right? Some judges scored me really high, and some judges bounced around as I expected that they would. So it was like, you know, 23rd or 26th or something. Yeah, it definitely isn't going to be competitively viable. For the song competition, we're going to be aiming for January. We'll probably announce it in like October, and we'll aim for a January review. I should bring them Saturday. What do you want me to bring on Saturday? So, since Daytona, I've had a shoulder pain, and I've barely been drilling. I went to a physical therapist. They said I got to work out my back more. So, that's what I've been focusing on. So, when the next sling... Yes, the next sling stream... Are you talking about shipping? I want to be home when it comes in. Yeah, so I'll be shipping them after the competition. I need to make sure I have enough slings available for the competition. I've got Matt P bringing me slings that I'm going to put certification badges on. So they probably won't even ship. For the last 3 weeks, they probably won't ship until Sunday. But then it'll be there by Thursday, Friday. You never got your score sheets? Oh, yeah. Sorry. They have a lot to organize. All right. Let me take care of my doggo. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. Happy drilling.